In the headlines, Domlec's director announces that the introduction of geothermal energy will reduce consumer bills by 17%. In news from the region, CARICOM electoral mission in Bahamas on heightened alert following advanced poll. And internationally, UN Health Agency says hantavirus outbreak on cruise ship is not a start of a pandemic. Good afternoon. Welcome to the DBS Lunchtime News. I am your presenter, Kewana Fontaine Wilson. Details of the news coming up next.
Are you worried about how you're going to get to your next destination or important appointment, special event, a new date, but you are stranded? No ride, no bus, nowhere, and look, rain falling. What would you do? Look no further than Carlton Phillip Bonus Rental. Tansa, whatever your destination or translation or transactions, be it personal, business, leisure, pleasure, sightseeing, adventures, weddings, and family vacations, whatever satisfies your personal driving needs in Dominica, think Bonus Rental from Carlton Phillip Foncolay. Top of the line customer service, unbeatable prices, helpful and friendly staff. Renting a bonus vehicle has never been easier. It's all full service. And look, we've got your rental keys already at hand. Carlton Phillips, so prepare for memories that will last a lifetime. So go choose your bonus, get your bonus, rent your bonus, drive your bonus from Carlton Phillips Motor Pool of Foncolay. Now it's your bonus. Go drive safely in your bonus.
New game in town. Get ready to match 5 and you can win 10K. Let's go. Play with just $2. Match 5 numbers from 1 to 29 to win. Draws every Wednesday and Saturday at 9 p.m. It's easy, fun, and local. Match 5, your local jackpot game. Dominican National Lottery.
DBS News.
Welcome back and thank you for joining us. In the news this lunchtime, Director of Domlec, Sam Raphael, has announced that the introduction of geothermal energy will reduce consumer bills by 17%. Mr. Raphael told the press conference of Domlec this morning that the geothermal plant is complete, but testing is on the way. He says geothermal energy will become a game changer for Dominica.
This initiative is designed to reduce your electricity bill. So the actuaries have looked at it, the accountants have looked at it, looked at all the numbers, and they've determined with a high level of certainty that your electric bill is going to go down. I'm not just going to be general, I'll be very specific. So we have 35,000 domestic users. Your electricity bill, when this settles and the price of oil settles, because we still have 25% of the electricity will come from diesel. Once things settle down, your electricity bill will go down 17%. Very specific. So if your electricity bill at the end of the month, if you conserve and you only have a $100 electricity bill, it goes to $83. And if your electricity bill as a high user, maybe you're a small business, you know, the rate for small businesses is a little different. If you run a small business, it would be, I think, about maybe 12% reduction. So if your electricity bill is $1,000 a month, you should expect to pay $900, a little less than that a month. That's significant savings. And if you're a larger employer like my business, and I'm really excited about that, where our electricity bill is huge, $50,000 a month. Imagine we expect to get a 10% reduction on that. So at all levels, this is going to reduce the electricity bill of every Domlec consumer.
Director of Domlec, Sam Raphael. In other news, Minister for Finance, Dr. Irvin McIntyre, has called on regional leaders and policymakers to take action to enhance the agricultural sector for farmers and rural communities. His call came at the opening of a 2-day OECS Root Crop Symposium held from May 7th to 8th, 2026 at the Intercontinental Dominica Cabritz Resort and Spa in Portsmouth this morning. Dr. McIntyre expressed hope for a practical roadmap aimed at developing the root crop sector throughout the OECS.
As policymakers and regional leaders, we have a responsibility to ensure that the outcomes of discussions such as these lead to tangible improvements in the lives of farmers and rural communities through stronger policies, improved financing mechanisms, better infrastructure, expanded market opportunities, and increased support for innovation and value addition. The proposed roadmap for the enhancement and expansion of the root crop subsector therefore represents an important opportunity to establish clear priorities, strengthen coordination, and guide future action throughout the OECS. I encourage all participants over the next 2 days to make the best of these sessions to discuss a practical path forward for the industry.
Minister for Finance Dr. Irvin McIntyre also says a strong partnership among OECS member states and regional institutions is critical for the transformation of the sector across the OECS.
Strengthening local and regional food production therefore represents not only economic priority, but also a matter of national and regional security. This is why collaboration among OECS members and regional institutions remain so important. Since many of the challenges facing agriculture today, including climate change, pests and diseases, market access, and rising production costs, are shared challenges that require coordinated regional responses. The presence of organizations such as CADI, FAO, ICA, CIRAD, University of the West Indies, and other development partners at this symposium demonstrates the collective commitment that exists to advancing agricultural transformation across the region, and I wish to commend all those who contributed to organizing this important initiative. To recognize the farmers of the Caribbean, whose hard work and resilience continues to sustain our communities, despite increasingly difficult conditions, because too often farmers face uncertainty, rising costs, and climate pressures, while continuing to provide food and economic support for countless families throughout the region.
Minister for Finance Dr. Irvin McIntyre. Quality Assurance Officer in the Ministry of Housing, Oswald James, is reporting that a total of 19 families have been assessed in the Kalinago territory at Kinson and Antrizal following the trough system that affected the area in April. James told the Ministry of Environmental Program on DBS Radio that the assessment team is currently on site conducting further evaluations. He emphasized that the Ministry of Housing is committed to providing support for families affected once the assessment process is complete.
So far, we have assessed 19 houses, 19 families. It is between the Kalinago territory and Twizel and at Kingston. And out of these 19 families, 8 of these families have suffered losses due to flooding, severe flooding. 6 families suffered total loss of their homes and also their livelihood. And these 6 families are to be relocated. The area, the property has been totally compromised. Also, we did an assessment of 5 homes that had no structural damage, but for example, the yard space is compromised due to landslides, and also the people are in fear that if rain has to continue falling, that there will be more slides and their homes will be affected. They're in fear of that. So far, well, at present we are on the field doing more assessments. So today alone, we have to do at least 30 more assessments. And after these assessments are done, a report will be sent in. And from there, the government will deal with the housing issue of these families. So at present, we are on ground doing more assessments.
Quality Assurance Officer in the Ministry of Housing, Oswald James, wrapping up the national focus. Coming up next, regional and international news.
Husband and wife in bed chatting quietly. The husband asking his wife, "Are you ready?" Wife with a smile on her face said, "Yes, I'm always ready and more than ready." The question is, are you ready? Husband replied, "Ready like Freddy. I'm always prepared." It was Dufan Joux, so she asked him, "What time is it, Huzzy?" Husband replied, "Time to upgrade." She shouted, "What? On my birthday?" And her smile turned to a serious frown. Don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me again. Husband says, well, I guess you wouldn't get that brand new vehicle from Carlton Phillip as I promised. When she heard those romantic words, her picker stand up, her eyes started to glow, her face light up like dumbling. But she thought she was being dumped on her birthday and being replaced. Then they embraced and hugged and kissed some more. Head straight to Carlton Phillip. She says, look it, honey, that's the ride. The new ride, the favorite color and style. They both hugged and embraced each other. Thanks to Carlton Phillip Motor Pool, phone call, telephone, email.
You're simply the best.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. The new blast jackpot rising. And I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
DBS News.
Welcome back. In news from the region, Chief of Mission to the CARICOM Election Observation Mission to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Herman St. Helen, said the mission is on higher alert for the country's May 12th general election. His statement comes after the poor preparedness at the last week's advance poll, which left Bahamian voters frustrated. St. Helens said the outcome of the advance poll provided the mission with areas of interest to review ahead of Tuesday's election. And internationally, the UN Health Agency has said an outbreak of hantavirus on board a cruise ship in the South Atlantic is not the start of a pandemic. An infectious disease epidemiologist at the World Health Organization, Maria van Kerkhove, told a news briefing that it was not the same situation as 6 years ago with COVID-19 because hantavirus spreads through close, intimate contact. Health authorities are racing to trace dozens of people who have recently disembarked from the Dutch vessel MV Hondius. Today, the WHO said that overall, 5 of 8 suspected cases of hantavirus had been confirmed. 3 people have died, including a 69-year-old Dutch woman who had the virus. This brings us to the end of the DBS Lunchtime News. Thank you so much for listening. We invite you to tune in at 6 p.m. for another newscast. My name is Kiwana Fountain Wilson. Ali and Christopher is up next with the DBS Lunchtime Sports Report.
It's in the feeling in our weak side. It's in the meaning in our spot. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are.
Join the family, call and find out now. You want that quick money to meet all of your needs. High speeds and top service is the Max family. Qualify for 7.5 or maybe 10,000. 2.0 is 15 grand. Is the Max yours and mine?
West Coast Cooperative Credit Union presents the Easy Max Family Loans. Easy Max Plus of $7,500, Easy Max Pro of $10,000, and Easy Max 2.0 of $15,000. Yes, contact us today at 449-6556 or 449-9343 or 295-2682. Terms and conditions apply. West Coast Credit Union, your only credible choice for success.
Good afternoon, I'm Ali and Christopher of the Lunchtime Sport Report. The title in the National Bank of Dominica Sports Division Primary School Girls Football Championship will be up for grabs this afternoon as the competition comes to an end at the Benjamin's Park. Siniku Primary School will face St. John's Primary in the championship match, which is scheduled to kick off at 2 p.m. Meanwhile, the secondary school's under-14 netball title will also be decided this afternoon at the same venue. Portsmouth Secondary School will be hoping home court advantage works in their favor when they take on the Northeast Comprehensive School in the final. That match is set to begin at 3:30 this afternoon. The Dominica Athletics Association has joined World Athletics in celebrating International Kids Athletics Day today Coordinator of Kids Athletics in Dominica, Jamasha Mello, says the initiative targets children between the ages of 4 and 14, with a focus on teaching the basics of the sport. Mello further emphasized that the main goal of the program is to make sports enjoyable for children while encouraging long-term interest in athletics at an early age. This year marks 5 years since the International Kids Athletics Initiative by World Athletics. Three-time defending Premier League champions Central Cooperative Credit Union Dublin Football Club have climbed to the top of the DFA Premier League standings after coming from behind to beat Petro-Caribbean Point Michel 4-1 last night at the Dublin playing field. Bert Casimir scored in the second minute for Point Michel, while Odell Laville scored twice for Dublin. Anton Larocque netted his first goal for his new club, which is Dublin, and Marcus Bredas also got on the score sheet with his third goal of the season. The victory now sees Dublin move level on 6 points with Sagicor Southeast at the top of the standings. The FRS Express Diesel Morancy and Sons Knockout Domino competition moves into semi-final action tonight. Brigade Stars, who are fresh from claiming the West Coast Cooperative Credit Union Domino title, will face West Bridge, and Eclipse will take on Massey Square. Both games are set for 6:30 in Paybush. Sports coordinator Trevor Shillingford is encouraging sporting associations to play their part in ensuring the success of the National Sports Awards. The National Sports Awards were last held in 2017. That's all the time for this Lunchtime Sports Report. It's now time for your Lotto Draw on DBS Radio.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. It's now time for the midday draw here at Dominica National Lottery for May 7th, 2026. I'm your host, Michelle Lewis. It's time for some grand winnings with Play 4. Good luck. Lucky number is 19. Your second lucky number is 1. The third lucky number is 10. And your fourth winning number is number 9. To recap, this afternoon's winning numbers for Play 4 are 19, 1, 10, and 9. And that's Play 4 with our grand winners every day. Up next, it's Big 4 with Multi-X.
A day, Monday to Saturday at 9:30 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 9 p.m. Dominica National Lottery. Everything is possible.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for staying tuned. It's time for some big winnings with an easy score with your Select 4. The big winning numbers are 1, 9, 2, and 0. Tariq. And now it's time for the Multi-X ball. The Multi-X ball chosen this afternoon for Big 4 is 2X, doubling your winnings. To recap, the winning numbers are 1, 9, 2, and 0. And that multi-X ball is 2X, doubling the winnings. Big 4, it's an easy score. Up next, it's Pick 2 with multi-X.
Multiplier winning with multi-X. The next thing you know, you cash in your check.
Pick 2, just 2 numbers from 0 to 9. Ask for multi-X to multiply your winnings.
Remember, you must bet the same amount on multi-X and pick 2.
It's easy to win.
We're back, and now it's time for some Pick 2. Let's play to win. The winning numbers this afternoon for Pick 2 are 9 and 7. The multi-X ball chosen is 2X, doubling your winnings. To repeat, the winning numbers this afternoon for Pick 2 are 9 and 7. And that multi-X ball is 2X, doubling the winnings. Pick 2 and simply play to win. Up next, it's one-off.
Everybody rock your body.
Now you can win even if you one off. One off. It's the all-new and exciting game from the Dominica National Lottery. Simply select your 3-digit numbers from 0 to 9. Place your wager for only $2 per wager, with each additional wager costing $2. And just imagine, if any or all of the lucky numbers are off by one number, higher or lower of the winning numbers, you win.
You really do.
Play one off from the Dominica National Lottery and win anyway.
We're back, and now it's time to win anyway with some one-off. Good luck. The lucky numbers for one-off are 0, 0, and 6. To repeat, this afternoon's winning numbers for one-off are 0, 0, and 6. Play one-off and win anyway. Up next, it's Daily 3 with multi-X.
The jackpot keeps getting bigger. The Match 5 jackpot is now over $65,000. Match 5, your local jackpot game.
The Super 6 jackpot keeps on rising. It's now over $300,000. Have you played? Get your tickets today. Remember, with Super 6, it's bigger jackpots and more chances to win.
We're back, and now it's time for some Daily 3 with multi-X. Good luck. The first lucky number is 5. Your second lucky number, another number 5. And the third winning number is number 2. And now it's time for your multi-X ball. The multi-X ball selected is 3X, tripling those winnings this afternoon for Daily 3. To recap, the winning numbers are 5, 5, and 2. And the multi-X ball chosen is 3X, tripling the winnings. Daily 3, you'll win anyway. Congratulations this afternoon to all of our winners. Please remember, everyone, all of